So this is how I used to water my GreenStalk vertical garden planter, using a hose from the top, waiting for several minutes for the top reservoir to fill up and water the tiers. Not anymore. Let's look at how to automate watering for your GreenStalk planters. You can purchase a watering system for your GreenStalk planter on their site, and don't forget to use coupon code CAG when placing your order. And this comes with everything you need to set up your automated self-watering system. Let's look at the details. These are clips that hold on to your GreenStalk planter tiers. They just clip on and hold the supply lines in place. These are the supply lines, 1/2 inch tubing, that will be the main watering line. You get 2 per system, and you'll shortly see why. The first step is to attach the clips to each tier of the GreenStalk planter. They should appear in almost a straight line once you complete the process. But it's okay to not be perfect in this step, as these can be adjusted later. Attach one clip to each pocket of each tier of the planter, like you see here. They fit snug onto each edge of the pocket. Go down one tier at a time and attach the clips. Your goal should be to attach them one below the other, forming a line. Once all tiers are done, your first step is complete. We have 2 GreenStalk planters, so we will do the same for the other GreenStalk planter as well. Repeat the same process. You will realize that you are much faster the second time around once you get a hang of how it needs to be done. On the left, we have the spout or the faucet, which screws onto this connector with a thread. Just attach it to the connector like you see here. And there's also a valve that lets you turn the water on or off, as well as control the amount of water flowing, which I thought was very nicely thought of. It's time to connect it now to the main supply line, the 1/2 inch tubing that we saw in the beginning of the video. Start with the top of the clips to arrange the faucet first so that it points to the reservoir, and then start attaching the main line to the clips as you see. Adjust the clips if needed. We will connect the bottom end of the tube later. Do the same for your other GreenStalk planters by connecting the faucet and connector first, and then lining up the tube along the clips. See, it's much easier when you're doing it on the second planter or third, or however you may have. Let me know how many planters you have in the comments below. At the bottom, we will attach an elbow to the main line. The elbow is included in the kit and will let you use more than one supply line to the planters, as you will soon see. Use another piece of the main tubing and connect it to the elbow. This will now allow you to continue the flow into your next GreenStalk planter. Depending on how far your planters are, you may need to cut the pipe now to accommodate the length. Measure the distance and use scissors to cut the main line. We will now attach a T, also included in the GreenStalk watering kit. This will continue the line upward while providing one more outlet to connect to the main line. Connect the hose adapter included in the GreenStalk watering system and connect it to your hose line. The other end snug fits into the main 1/2 inch tubing. Finally, connect the other end to the third outlet in the T that we just attached. And we are done with the main line connection. This is how it looks like. We have the faucet on the top. We have the clips holding the main line, which is the 1/2 inch tubing. The water comes in from the main water line. It comes right to this T, which sends it to the GreenStalk planter and also sends it towards the next one. And this is the elbow at the end, which sends water upward to the other GreenStalk planter. And then into the faucet or spout from where the planter is watered. Let's go ahead and turn on the water supply. The water goes all the way through the pipes and into the spout. We will first position the spout and slowly turn it on. You can see the water coming out of the spout on the top of the water reservoir. Let's turn it on for the next GreenStalk planter as well. And you may have to adjust both a few times to ensure that the water pressure is equal. Now after turning it on, I calculated the approximate time it takes to fill the whole reservoir. And I also adjusted the flow from the faucet to balance out the time it takes for both the planters to fill up the reservoir simultaneously. And then I turned the water supply off to the GreenStalk planters. The next thing I checked was that there are no leaks. You can see all along the water supply line, there is no water leaking anywhere, which is testament to the high quality parts in the GreenStalk watering kit. Now remember that we manually switched the water on and off, which in itself is a huge relief from holding a hose and watering the reservoir on the top. But it gets better. You can use a Bluetooth timer which will automatically fill the water reservoir once a day or several times a day depending on what you set. In the summers, I set my timer to water for 2 minutes, which is the time taken to fill up the top reservoir, once every day. I will change it to once every 2 days or 3 days during the winter time. The watering system also comes with a cover which prevents dust and debris from accumulating inside the top reservoir. Once again, you can see the lid of the top reservoir. And here is the lid on the other planter as well. Now the GreenStalk watering system is a very well designed system with great quality parts, and it has helped me water my GreenStalk planter when I'm away on vacation or if it's too windy or cold to come out and water. Okay, so what's my final verdict on this product? Well, I think the GreenStalk watering system is a great companion to your GreenStalk garden system. It will save your plants in case you are away from your home or the weather in your area prevents you from looking at your plants every day. Like for example, you have high winds or low temperatures and you cannot go out in the garden. Automating watering for my GreenStalk planter lets me focus on the more important aspects of growing my plants, like pruning, feeding them with nutrients, and ensuring that they are pest free. So yes, I highly recommend that you get this product, and don't forget to use coupon code CAG to get $10 off your order. We'll see you again soon. Happy gardening!